What is up, guys? This is Lungile. I am the founder of Ironheart Films, a production agency, and I'm here with my friend.
I'm Nkululeko Nkosi, co-founder of WeDigitize Agency, and I'm the editor of New Soul Hub Radio, and I just like digital stuff. That's pretty much who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And welcome to our series called The New Frontier,
The New Frontier,
where we share startup tips, tricks, and share our personal journeys in our startup journeys and business journeys, and with hopes to inspire you guys and also learn from you guys as you respond to our videos in the comments and connect with you guys. So let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about bootstrapping, bartering skills, and social capital.
Yeah. So the main purpose of this video, this topic really, is to make sure that people understand that when you're starting a business or when you run a business, you don't have an abundance of resources, right? So you are often pressed either by circumstance or by just how the situations are set up to just use what you have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that could translate in different areas in your business life. It could mean how you understand and use money, right? How some things that look very insignificant, like your cell phone, your laptop, certain things that are around you all the time are helping you build your business, right? Because if you don't have a point of communication, right, then you really are gonna have a tough time to do business, right? And because obviously most of the time we don't have an abundance of resources and we don't just have just capital, right? What you often find is you may not have capital or resources, but you have people, right?
Yeah.
And people that are skilled. You have some skills as well. And you do get, for instance, big projects and you get certain things. That's where you can start now leveraging off of a sort of I call it a skills economy, right? Where the currency there is skills. So we are trading skills. So Lungster is a director. He also does certain things in production. I do marketing and I do certain other things. And looking at our journeys as business owners, we need each other, right? But because of how sort of caught up we are, because of bootstrapping, every resource counts. We have to rely on skills trading or a barter trading of skills, right? So what does that mean? What do we call those people that we have in our lives, be it friendships or just professional relationships that have these skills, right? I choose to call those people, they form part of something I call social capital, right? So you may not have physical money capital or capital to get resources, business resources, but you may have a skill that you could trade within this skills economy, within your social, to build your social capital, right? In that way, you are not only growing, but you are also growing the other person you are trading with, right? Because it has to be mutually beneficial, right?
Yeah.
So that's essentially the concept of just understanding where you are as a startup founder from a bootstrapping perspective, right? And understanding that there is an existing skills economy. There's so many skilled people that you get to meet online and just out there in the real world, right? And then once you meet these people, you offer value to them, they offer value back to you. That is how you establish your social capital, and that allows you to defy a lot of the barriers that we face as business owners. You find that you can't really take on a huge project because the client is going to be do you have a team? And you're like, it's just me. Then they can't trust you. Can this guy actually execute this job? Whereas when you go to pitch, you can say, no, you know what? I have a network of partners that I can work with. In that way, you are using your project and the client and the people that have the money to benefit your skills economy. You know what I mean? So that's essentially just the main focus of just this topic, and how we link bootstrapping with skills and barter trading. And then obviously all of that stuff eventually gets to a point where now you have social capital and you can grow in leaps and bounds when you leverage it to your benefit, not only to your benefit, but to also contribute positively to other startup founders. Because when your business grows and my business grows, we are literally going into industries and we're going to be trading at a higher level the more time goes and the more our businesses grow, right? And if you really think of how corporate and just like commerce is set up, it's really networks, right? It's really networks, like all these big corporate machines. Like the reason why they got to yes, they're competitive, but they started somewhere. Strategic partnerships, strategic relationships. They bootstrapped to get to the next level, right? So bootstrapping can mean that certain things you just have to scale down. You have to scale down on on takeout or whatever, just so you can make sure that you have sufficient business resources to carry out the work that you need to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I can speak on bootstrapping because knowing also, running a business, you realize your life changes, after you leave your 9 to 5, you don't have a constant salary anymore. You can't have those cash splurges every now and then. You need to learn to stretch that money. Like delete the Uber Eats. You gotta delete the Uber Eats app.
You gotta cook now.
And also stretching your resources and only paying for things that you need. Like I know, for instance, I can die without the internet because like my business lives and thrives on the internet. So everything else I can cut off. Having those beers with friends, that has to every Friday that beer used to have at 10 different places, that has to be cut down. And also just narrowing my expenses, bringing my overheads down.
Overhead, that's important.
Software that I used to pay for, I have to stop and say, okay, cool, I'm going to use the free one for now until my business is at a certain level and I can afford to pay for that. It's very important to be resourceful and to maintain your cash flow because without cash flow, you have no oxygen.
You really and I think just what bootstrapping is, just a simple definition, it's just resourcefulness, right? Like you when you are resourceful, you could literally get into or out of any situation, right? And that's what I think is the intelligence that you as an entrepreneur need, right? You need to, number one, assess your life, assess the space you are trying to get into, and also just do a deep dive and an audit on yourself, right? So that you can know that, okay, maybe I have certain habits, right? That I may need to cut down for my business, right? So I bootstrap, I get money, and how you get to learn how to stretch a rand, right? I think when you can learn how to stretch 50 rand in a week or two, you're learning important business lessons, right? Because even if your business grows, it moves from a small business to a medium-sized business. That doesn't mean that you're not going to have problems. There are going to be tough times when you are a medium business or even a big business where money is low. And these are the lessons you learn while you are bootstrapping are going to help you be more strategic and resourceful, even when you are operating at a higher level with higher budgets, with bigger clients. So these things, and still the beauty of it, you will still have that social capital when you need it, because you started, right? You've started nurturing it from your beginning stages, and as you grow, it advances, because all of us are improving in what we are doing, right? So that really is exciting for me, and it's something that I think as entrepreneurs we should really think about and see how we can help others in what they're doing and how they can help us as well, because at the end of the day we chose a really difficult road to walk, and it's very unpredictable, but what's dope about it is that we are solving problems, right? The generations that are going to come after us shouldn't be dealing with some of the problems that our businesses are solving, right? And for us to build legacy businesses, we need to get these lessons from bootstrapping, building networks, capital, and just trading, because at the end of the day, business is trading, and sometimes we don't trade with money, we can trade in this skills economy, right?
100%. And drop a comment below. Let us know what you think of this.
Subscribe to the channel as well.
Let us know what you think. Any questions that you have, any type of videos that you'd like to see, just let us know, and we'd love to address it. Maybe we'll reply in the comments, or maybe we'll make a video about it.
Definitely.
Until next time,
we'll peep you. Peace.
Peace out. Cool.